and was something that was really a collaborative effort that was put together with as the mayor mentioned, there's 40 people who were involved in work groups who we came together, we sat for a couple hours, put little stickies up on the boards, and really worked to try to say, okay, what are the opportunities that we have here in Norwalk? What are the actions that we're going to take to really capture them? And we have already moved forward in many of the initiatives that have been mentioned as actions, and as a living, moving document, the word action is important because that's what it's all about, is doing things to help the economy of the community, help the citizens of Norwalk and our business citizens as well as residents to take advantage of everything that we have to offer here. So moving forward, we also have we're going to try to be more oriented into the digital economy, and that'll start with the city's website and the apps that have already been created by our parking authority to make parking. I think in the first couple of months that I was here, that was one of the biggest or most talked about topics, was parking in the city is a concern for everyone, and the parking authority is listening to that, is trying to work on ways to promote the fact that there is parking here. There's an app now under Parker that you can find open parking spaces and directions to where they are, and I use it, and I think it works pretty well. The other thing is moving forward on our branding of Norwalk. After listening to the different voices of the groups and the community as a whole, a lot of folks are saying, well, we really don't have an identity. And so we have launched a branding project, and that's something that has, that there's a small steering committee, and the Zunda Group, which is out of South Norwalk, has been brought on as our consultants. They're pretty connected to Norwalk. They've been here in both of their principals are residents, and Gary Esposito is with us today, and Charles Zunda and are the two principals who are both residents of Norwalk, and they have been in business doing branding for over 35 years. So I think we're in good hands with them. We're going to be doing a survey to get the community to help us with identifying what it is that makes Norwalk stand out, and it's going to really position Norwalk to move forward into the next five years or so. So in 6 months we'll circle back, we'll see where we are, and I guess we'll figure out more actions to take at that point. So I think that's...
Yeah, and if you look at the back on page 22, we've listed the individuals who helped put this together. Again, if you look at that, you'll see that's quite an impressive group of individuals with various degrees of expertise and knowledge of the city, knowledge of various practices and principles. So we were very fortunate to have this group of people step up and be a part of the process. There are people here from several of my task forces, the Business Advisory Council, people who just really wanted to help, people who perhaps wanted to help, and we decided, okay, let's bring this group of people together. So I can't stress enough how important it was. And again, if you look at the people on here, people from private sector, people from public sector, elected officials, appointed officials, department heads, people on my task force, just a very impressive group. We also have on page 21 the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that I mentioned earlier. You can take a look at that, and again, what we want to do is build on our strengths, minimize or eliminate our weaknesses, take advantage of the opportunities, and not allow the threats to impact upon the overall process. So I guess we'll open up for questions if anybody has any questions that they'd like to ask.
What will happen first as far as the goals and actions?
Well, I don't know if there's any